I want to talk to you believers real quick about the refining process, right? The refining process, people often don't realize, like, okay, man, they're just like, oh, I'm going through it. It's so hard and I'm being tested here and there and there. But I want to talk to you in the refining process, even when the maker's refining it, even he sweats, even he can cry and just be feeling like, man, and sometimes he may even have to restart on that refining process a couple times, but the refining process, what it looks like is it starts off with a billet of steel. It's what they call it. And they weld it together. And then the maker, he'll put it in the fire and he'll just scorch it in there until it's glowing hot, and he'll pull it out and he'll beat it and beat it. But he can only beat it so many times because it begins to cool off. So he's got to put it back in the fire and he's got to scorch it some more. And he pulls it out and beats it and beats it and beats it. And then he's going to repeat the process until he gets the form that he wants on that blade. And then, of course, he's got to grind it and get it to that edge. And then when he's got that edge, he's still not even close to being done. He's got to put it back in the fire to harden it. Because when you have that blade and it's nice and sharp, when you swing and hit, you don't want that blade to crack. You don't want it to bend. You don't want it to lose the integrity, right? So they have to harden it to a certain amount of temperature again. And then they have to pull it out and quench it in the oil. And that when it does that oil, it hardens that blade. And then they got to test it and file it. But, after that, after he gets that edge hardened, then he's going to take it and he's going to buff it. He's going to get that blade all nice and shiny. And when we use the Word of God, we have to use it to be where when we use the Word of God, it's swift. So just remember, if you're going through it, don't give up. Eventually, you're going to be beautiful, sharpened, and shiny. All right, y'all. Happy Friday. God bless.